Jackie Lapin is the author of the best-selling, award-winning book, The Art of Conscious Creation: How You Can Transform the World. This inspiring and dynamic leader gives people the tools to take charge of their destiny, and then teaches them to do the same for the planet. Lapin, a highly successful businesswoman, writer, speaker, and visionary, is educating people on their infinite ability to consciously create a life of their choosing.
So, let me see a show of hands. How many of you today would like unconditional love, more wealth, greater health, true happiness, and greater wisdom? I kind of thought so. Well, now, what if you could create a blueprint for your life and have it turn out exactly as you envision? That's a pretty cool idea, isn't it? Well, I'm here to tell you today that you can actually do this. You can become a conscious creator and take control of your future. I'm going to show you, before we're through here today, 6 steps that are going to let you live your infinite potential. These tools are going to be just as good for your personal as well as your professional life. And when we're done, you're going to walk away with a sense of your own empowerment and what you can do for this planet. I was a conscious creator before I even knew it. At the age of 11, I told my parents that I was going to be a sports writer. Now, understand, there were no women sports writers in that day and age. And I knew that this was my future. I saw it in my mind. I held it in my heart. I saw myself working in press rooms. It was just something that I knew was my reality. And so my father said, you know, honey, we're going to go down to the Angel and the Dodgers games. Would you like to go get some autographs of the players? And I said, no, Dad, I don't need to do that. One of these days I'm going to be working with them. And I'm here to tell you that at 20, I was at the Detroit Free Press. At 21, I was at the Associated Press, and I was writing on the front page of the Los Angeles Times. At 22, I was at the Washington Post. So I used that as a wonderful opportunity to jump off into a media relations career. I took those same writing skills and started into publicity. And you would know many of my clients. In fact, you'd know a good number of my clients. Top cable industries, Toyota, all kinds of major companies. I launched the Golf Channel, many, many different kinds of companies. But in the last couple of years, one of the ones that came to me was the World Poker Tour. Now, you guys all know what that is today, but at that time, nobody knew what they were. And they said, can you help us get some visibility? And yes, folks, you have me to thank for the worldwide poker phenomenon. So what's that got to do with my story? Well, when I was really looking at this, and I'm thinking to myself, you know, these skills are supposed to be used for something more than just getting people to play poker. I mean, if I can get people all over the world to play, then there must be a reason. And so one of the things that I learned in my growthful process and my personal growth was you can actually ask the universe questions. And so I said to the universe, what am I supposed to do with these skills? And one afternoon, not long after that, I'm sitting in my living room, and all of a sudden, it is like getting hit by lightning. I cannot tell you the feeling. Every single cell in my body began to vibrate at an incredible rate. And as I am doing this, there is an image that lays out before me. And this image is of me teaching people how to consciously create their lives. And then take these same skills and do this for the planet. So the next step was, how do I do this? After I, of course, picked myself up off the floor and said, this is my chore? Well, of course, it's more than a chore. It's a gift that I've been given. And so I wrote the book called The Art of Conscious Creation: How You Can Transform the World. And I'm going to tell you that I'm very excited. It is definitely resonating. It's already a bestseller. And I think the reason that this book is important is because it tells people that they don't have to be a victim, that they don't have to leave their lives to fate, that they don't have to let life happen to them. What's the consequences if you let life happen to you? How many people do you know on Prozac? If your life feels out of control, if you're not happy, if there's not enough time, if you feel that your life is not your own, then you're not consciously creating. That's the tip-off. If you think that life is an obstacle course and not a freeway, then it's time for you to take control. It is time for you to step into your role as a conscious creator. Now, this role as a conscious creator is pretty scary because you are responsible for everything in your life. Everything that you experience today is a result of what you were thinking or feeling previously. So, yeah, while that's a bit scary, it's also a great opportunity. Just think about the ability to manifest what you desire in your life. And you can do that by managing your personal frequency. Now, how does this happen? It happens because everything is energy. The whole world, everything you see and everything you don't see, is made up of energy. Your thoughts and your emotions are energy. These are little messages we send out into the world. And as they go out into the world, they do things. They either call back things to you that are like energy, or they impact other things. It's like a domino or a daisy chain. You might have seen how those things go one to another. Well, that's the way. When you think something, it has an impact everywhere. Now, is this real? Can we really manifest our reality? Well, there's an amazing amount of science that proves that we can. In my book, The Art of Conscious Creation, there are 70 different studies by eminent scientists that show that what we think, we create. They have an infinite ability, that our thoughts have this amazing ability to change the world within us and the world around us. So what I have discovered is that the key to conscious creation is managing your personal energy. There are 25 guiding universal principles in this book that will help you raise your frequency, because when you raise your frequency, you can begin to manifest your future. So how do you change your personal frequency? How do you know what it is that you are actually putting out into the world? It's because you start listening to your body and listening to your mind. You become vigilant so that you are conscious of what it is that you're thinking and how you're thinking it. You feel that emotion in your body. When you feel negative, that is the first point that's your trigger point. That's when you think, I have to change my thought. What is it that I can think that is positive? How can I turn this thought around to think, gee, what lesson have I learned here? Or how does this change my perspective on things? When I experience something negative, when I'm in one of those down days, one of the great things that I do is I go out and I cut roses. I have 270 roses in my yard, and they fill my senses with joy and with beauty. That is an immediate ability to push up and raise my frequency. It's just an instant turnover. You need to look at the things in your life that you can do that. Is it the thought? Is it the emotion? Could you recreate the emotion of some other great moment in your life where you felt it's just so fantastic, and bring that moment into this moment? Because when you are manifesting, you want to manifest in joy. You want to manifest in feeling good. So you want to recreate that feeling at this moment. So I'm going to ask each of you guys to pair up with your partner, and I'm going to ask you to do a little exercise. I would like you to, in your mind, remember a point when you were either angry with somebody or disappointed, or when you were frightened about making a decision, that it really intimidated you. I want you to recreate that sense, that emotion in your life. I want you to re-feel it. And then, after you've done that, I want you to turn to your partner and tell them what you're experiencing and what you're feeling. And then I want your partner to reframe it in a positive way. I want them to tell you how they would look at it positively and create a new perspective for you. Okay, everybody? Please join up with your partner. Now, I'd like to ask, how did you feel? Did you feel that differently in your body? Did you experience a new sense of it? Did it give you a sense of a new joy, a new idea, a concept of, did you feel it differently somewhere in your system? Well, you can do that at any point. So now I'd like you to switch partners and we'll do it again. Thank you. So let's recap the 6 steps that are going to let you unlock your unlimited potential to be the successful, powerful, happy, fulfilled person that you were destined to be. These 6 steps: raise your personal frequency, know what you want to vibrate, and then create those positive energy habits so that you're doing them again and again. Begin consciously creating through vision and intention. Hold that vision of who you want to be, of what you want to manifest, of what it is that you really want to improve your quality of life. Get into the universal energy flow. Make sure that you are working with the universe in order to achieve what it is that you want. You want to be a co-creator with the universe. Consciously create every day like I do. Start at the beginning of your day and envision the day that you want to have so that you can manifest the best possible day for you. Support your vision with action. This is where we talk in the book about being an actionary, taking that very first step, and how the universe will support you. Once you take the first step, the universe will come along and will speed the process for you. Use your talents of conscious creation, not just for yourself, but for the future of our planet. Become one with the rest who desire to create the best planet that we can have. So I ask you, why would you delay when you can consciously create your life today? So it can be everything that you dream it to be. You can become a conscious creator, can't you?